Hello and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is the general reading for Capricorn for December of 2019. Moving out of Scorpio season, which for some of us was quite turbulent. A lot of stuff that has been laying under the surface or trying to be avoided, stuff that some of us would really, there's Scorpio there showing up, we really didn't want to deal with. You know, it surfaced and it put us in the position of having to address it. Now on the other side of that, having addressed it, getting through to the other side, we're released, space is opened up, new energy is available, new opportunity, new potential, and we move into Sagittarius season. If you like working with the seasonal energies, Sagittarius brings the sun. It's a lighter, rejuvenating, renewal, fresh perspective, new goals, expansive vision, new targets and alignment, and sort of embracing the joy of the potential that is available to be engaged with. So that is what we have to work with in December, if you should choose to do so. I also want to take a moment to thank everyone. I started doing these video readings on the channel at the beginning of the year in January, and I've had so much fun and it's been so well received. I've gotten so much support and likes and shares and comments and subscriptions from you all, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for engaging with what I have to offer. I find it very fulfilling and very exciting, and I appreciate that you've taken your time and energy out to listen to what I have to offer, and I appreciate you guys so much for that, so thank you. We are moving into the end of the year and also the end of a decade. A 10-year cycle has just completed. We're moving into 2020, which has the potential to be expansive and abundant and glorious. So I'm very much looking forward to that. A lot of new avenues open up, a lot of new visions. I get like pick up vibes of very visionary sort of expansion for 2020. A lot of ending of things and tying up of loose ends and closed courses of action and that sort of thing. I've definitely been noticing and experiencing throughout 2019. So it's like a closing off of what has been up until now, without the choice of going back. Whatever is over, and it's time to move forward. So that is recovering from the losses or the defeats of that, and then embracing the new opportunity and new potential of that. Has been very, sometimes tumultuous, sometimes having the patience for things to cycle through and come to a point where you can then re-engage and reinvest has been a little bit frustrating, but that's all coming to a close at the end of the year, and then a new year and a new decade is opening up. So that's something for us all to look forward to. But for you, Capricorn, in particular, we will begin here. Again, this is a general reading. I'm aware that this is not going to connect for everyone out there, but I hope that there is something that is beneficial or useful or helpful to you that you can take with you throughout the month. Excuse me. So for Capricorn, December, no two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. I'm so sorry, excuse me. Comparisons are odious because they presume all other things are equal, which is never the case between me and you, the universe. True that. Comparison is the thief of joy. Where you at and where you are at, how you feel about where you are at in your life and what you have done. When you put that up into comparison next to someone who is doing successfully something that you would like to engage with, that can often leave you discouraged. It can sort of trigger self-defeating thought, inner conflict, and sometimes you give up before you even try, before you even, throw your hat in the ring and give it a go. So wherever you're at, whatever it is that you want to do, especially if you are embracing this, the closing off of the stuff that is no longer available, and you're really open to engaging with the opportunity and the potential moving forward from this point. The challenge within that sphere is going into it with exuberance, with positivity, and with the awareness that you may not be a master of what it is you would like to be engaged with, what you do want to align with. You know, perfectionism surges up, and when perfectionism surges up, it often, you know, again, you stop before you start, because you think that you won't ever be able to do it very well when you first begin. But right now, with the expansive and light and adventurous spirit of Sagittarius in play and all of the opportunity that opens up, it's about embracing the position of the novice. All right, about embracing the fact that yes, you do want to do this. You may not know how to do it well, or you may just be a beginner, but that's where all the best questions come from. Embracing the spirit of the novice serves the people that are experienced with it and re-enlightens them and reignites their interest, because the novice is going to ask questions and see it from a perspective that someone who's been doing it for a long point of time may not consider. You know, they may be a little desensitized to the delightful experience that they are engaged in, but you know, some of the shine may have worn off to where they're not as attentive or not as sensitive to the potential that actually is sparkling around what it is that they're engaging with. So embrace the position of the novice, you know, embrace that perspective and be aware that you have what it takes to learn, to grow, to become more knowledgeable and more adept and more efficient at what it is that you want to engage with. So recognize your own value, regardless of the state of experience you have, and acknowledge that you will learn, you will grow, you will get better as you go on, and you will be able to achieve more and more success within that sphere. All right, don't compare yourself to anyone else. You know, be present and active and engaged with what it is that you want to do, and you can't help but progress and grow and learn. This is the universe has my back. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Okay, that's lovely. So again, being present and being engaged and being appreciative of where you're at, what you've learned so far, what you've done so far, and the potential of growth and further development keeps you right-minded thinking, keeps you aligned with the energy of love and growth and support and nourishment and expansion. All right, at the end of November, moving into December, we have Ace of Swords. Beautiful. So clarity, you know, clear mind, clear decision, a clear, you know, picture or indication or understanding or perspective of where it is you want to go next. Swords are the intellect, it's the mind, it's our story, what we tell ourselves, how we think, what we think, our perspective and our perception of all of our memory of our experience and all of our ideas and our imagination of where we want to, what we want to experience into the future. So starting out Sagittarius season with the Ace of Swords with a definitive decision. You know, you've raised the sword, you know what direction you want to go into, you've made a decision and are clear about what you want to do, why you want to do it, why you're taking that decision. All right, with that kind of clarity followed up by action, that's going to start moving you in a progressive motion forward and further into endeavor. And then in the middle of the month, we have beautiful, excellent, taking that clear decision, that clarity of purpose, clarity of thought, clarity of decision into the Three of Pentacles. Aces are about initiation and potential, and swords are about the idea, the thoughts, the decision behind it. Pentacles are about actual manifestation, 3D, making happen in the 3D world, the idea that you are clear on producing and manifesting. The Three of Coins it's the point of creation. So the Ace is the potential, the decision, the initiation to bring an idea forward. The Three is the point at which that idea and the decisions you take, the plans you make to start taking actions and making those ideas happen, following up with the actions and the detail in real life. It's also about collaboration. It's the first point of 3D manifestation. So you're at the base of the mountain, and the Three of Pentacles is about calling in collaborators, calling in your support system, calling in your resources, seeing what you have available to make this happen, to carry it forward into the next month, into the next year, or even this could be something like a 10-year grand ambition where you want to be 10 years from now. This is the initiation point of that endeavor. And you have the mountain here indicates that this is a long-term investment, but you're so clear on where it is you want to go, to the pinnacle of that mountain, to the summit, and you're ready to start sowing the seeds and taking the initial steps at the base of this mountain to conquer it, to achieve it, to attain it, to acquire it, to reach that height. And it is a long-term ambition. Pentacles are a slow-moving energy. Thoughts very swift. Coins, long-term energy. So this isn't a flash in the pan sort of, decide this one day and, change your mind the next, or achieve it very quickly. This is a long-term endeavor that whoever this is connecting to has decided to embark upon. Very exciting. And I mean, Capricorn, it's earth energy. It's very grounded energy. So they know how to invest and plan for the long term. And then at the end of the month, you have Temperance. So that's Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius may be one of your collaborators or investors, or is the key to a resource or the further development of this ambition moving forward. It's also the alchemy of the change. So with the idea being initiated and the first steps of actual manifestation taking place for creation, then you move into the alchemy of the change, which is going to allow universe and circumstance and potential and your awareness and your attention to all of those details to bring you into alignment with what is going to allow space to open up so that opportunity can move in, so that the potential can then become abundant and be refreshed and be rejuvenated and infuse the foundation of this endeavor. That's very exciting, Capricorn. I wonder what it is. Forever this is connecting to, I wonder what it is that you've decided to do. That's very exciting. All right, this is a situation that some of you may be dealing with. Wheel of Fortune. Time moves on. Circumstances change. Nothing is forever. We're completing a decade. A 10-year course of events is coming to completion at the end of the month. A Jupiter cycle is a 12-year long cycle in Jupiter, who rules Sagittarius, which is the influence of the season at present, just came into alignment with the heart of the Milky Way. So that's a very significant point of connection that's going to influence the potential of everyone, not just Sagittarius, but not just you, but it's available for everyone to engage with. And that particular point of connection is about value, what we value ourselves, how we value ourselves, what we want to invest in and align with within ourselves, and then also to interact with and engage with outside of ourselves, remaining being clear on what that is and taking decision and following through with action and heart and mind to align ourselves along that path for future growth. So if you want to be excited and engaged and nourished and sort of resplendent in the potential that's available moving forward, that's how you want to align. Don't give your energy to things that deplete you, to that drain you, or that don't give anything back to you, that just take and take and take and leave you feeling empty. Draw your attention and your focus away from those things that drain you or restrict you or limit you, and refocus that energy and that attention into those things that replenish you and align with you and bring you into union and bring you progression. So that's the time and circumstance. The wheel is a-turning. So within this change of time and circumstance and cycles being completed and then a new cycle beginning, this is a problem that some of You may be dealing with confusion over what is available to you. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups, it's about deciding what you want to choose to engage with for fulfillment. Cups are our emotions. It's the water. It's water signs. So aligning ourselves, being very clear on your vision and very aware of what you are physically capable to manifest, what you are able to, having confidence in your ability to follow the plan or the course of action that you've set upon. Remaining in alignment with what is going to be emotionally fulfilling and connected to your heart, your heart purpose. Having confusion over the options available. So that requires investigation. Look at them more closely. One of the options may seem exactly like what you are waiting for, but upon closer inspection, when you see the details, it's not at all going to be something that's beneficial to you. While something that may not seem like it's what you're looking for, when you actually look at the details of that option, it is actually exactly what you're looking for, or actually, more beneficial than you thought what would be available to you at the time. So really looking into the options that are available to you. There might be some confusion over which ones to invest in. All right. So to help you make that decision and work through that confusion of choice, Queen of Wands. Okay, so this lady knows how to make things happen. It's fire sign, so it may be another person. It may be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that may be available to you to consult about what your options are and how you want to move forward into this next set of time and circumstances. But it also may just be the Sagittarian influence within yourself. So the Queen of Wands is she knows how to hold center stage. She knows how to command attention, and she knows how to be present and be seen and show up and be heard and network. So she's very good at inspiring and engaging an audience, but also individuals. So lining up or standing in a position where you're holding court, where you're clear on what you want. You know what you are currently capable of doing. You know that there is development and alchemy that is working in your favor. And with time and circumstances rolling on and options that are available to you, being in a position to where you can hold court and ask people for their opinions and get different ideas and sort of be in that sort of world, be the center in a community of creation, and being very present and very aware and very open and receptive to receiving that information is going to help you to make these decisions. So being in connection, being in public, being reaching out for information outside of your sphere that you're already familiar with, or outside of your own experience. So that will help you to make the right, make a beneficial decision in moving this course forward. All right, and then your animal spirit card for December is the Earthworm. Okay, more earth energy. So the Earthworm is very grounded. The Earthworm is it's a little shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. So with this confusion of choice and this decision that you've taken, networking and being seen and being heard and asking other people for their expertise and their influence and their knowledge and their opinions is going to be important for whoever this is connecting to, because they are going to have information available to them that you may not have available to you in considering these options. So seeking other people out and networking and seeking out even just information, digging deeper and researching all of the options available to you from different sources is going to be beneficial to you. So with the Earthworm energy, It indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, like the Queen of Wands, like in this sphere, like I was saying before about holding the position of the novice and not feeling as accomplished in the sphere of work that you would like to do, whether that be your actual job or whether that be within your community, or anything that you want to establish and promote and actualize going forward into the future. You want to work your way to the position of the Queen of Wands, but in the spirit of the novice, it's important to remember that even though you're not at that position yet, you will be having the confidence and the belief that mastery takes time and that you're on the right track. All right, and not to be intimidated or lose hope through comparison to a Queen of Wands when you're currently in the novice position. Okay, so remembering to, yes, be confident in the position of the novice. It's an initiation point. Don't be discouraged because you don't know everything. You can find out more, you can learn more, you can experience more, and you will develop eventually to that position of mastery, as long as you don't give up and you're not discouraged in the experience of the novice. Embrace the experience of the novice. It's a very dynamic and exciting and hopeful and expansive energy to be working with. So I guess this is sort of, if you are comparing your current position to the position of someone in a Queen of Wands space, don't be discouraged by that gap between. It takes time and effort, and you're an earth sign. You're very aware, Capricorn, of the amount of time and effort and energy and steadfast, consistent effort it takes to create something of value over the long term. All right, and then we have your Enchanted Map Oracle cards. This month, I have gotten so many double messages throughout all of the signs. It's not always the same deck that a double message comes out, but they've kept coming up, so I'm including them because this hasn't happened before. Capricorn, you in particular have gotten a double message from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So you've received the Bone Collector and Unexpected Visitors. Those are lovely cards. I love those cards so much. This one's really fun. Okay, so we'll begin with card 1, the Bone Collector. The message that comes with this card is, you are whole and have everything you need within. When this card shows up, it's asking you to look closely at your circumstances to ensure that you are fully present in the moment and experiencing in the moment what's happening, or if you're reacting out of a past conditioning and unconscious expectation. So this is connected to some experience in your past that you had that limited you, that something in your confidence or something in your awareness of what you are capable of was stolen from you or diminished within you. And as you adapted and grew, you accepted that particular version of the truth that set you up to feel limited in a certain way. So when that situation arrives, when that maybe at the same opportunity that you felt unable or restricted from having access to may come around again, be assured that you have everything that you need to engage with the potential of that possibility. You are not without. You are complete and you are whole. So if you've been feeling like you're limited through a past experience, release that perception. Okay, release that limitation, because you are not limited. You may feel that you don't have the courage, or that you're not worthy, or that you're not accomplished enough to engage with that opportunity or that potential. So if you're someone who feels flawed or unlovable, or you expect criticism and that really sort of cuts you off at the knees, you do not have to accept that, because those flaws, you're not flawed. I mean, every human is flawed, but not flawed in a way that you're damaged, not flawed in a way that you're undeserving. You're unique. Yes, you have unique perception, perspective, unique identity, unique, the things that make us different from other people or from anyone else are not flaws, they're just differences. So yes, you are lovable. If someone criticizes you and it's just to diminish you, it's just to knock you back, and you feel like they're just trying to put you in your place, so to speak, who are they to put you anywhere? You are a complete and whole and worthy and lovable and valuable person, so you don't have to accept that criticism. No matter what your question, this card reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. So whatever you feel was taken from you, or whatever you feel you don't have available to you, it is available to you. So in that moment, in that present, when that opportunity presents itself, or that feeling of not being capable or worthy happens, recognize and act as if you have what you need to move forward, and you'll find that it's there to call on, after all, your inner resources, your inner courage, your inner belief in yourself and your inner confidence that yes, I can do this. I'm not going to be limited by this this erroneous understanding of what I'm capable of anymore. So with that awareness, the wounds of the past no longer will be able to define you. Whatever it is that made you feel like you were without will no longer be able to restrict you. All right, and then with card 41, unexpected visitors. Unexpected visitors is, if you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. So with this card, it's about embracing detours and surprises and shifts in the paradigm. Expect the unexpected. So no matter how detailed your plans are or how clear you believe the road ahead is or will be, there are times when synchronicity rises up. It just happens in a moment, and fate or destiny meet, and this expansive window opens up and really provides some excitement and some interest. Some interesting new beginning is available to you that you didn't see coming. So you can't plan for something like that to happen, but being in alignment with your own clear purpose and the direction that you want to move into, and creating something that you find to be valuable and that you can really invest yourself in, that puts you on the right path, that will find you in the right place for that synchronicity to snap into focus and to open up that potential for you. So as life is full of surprises, stay on your toes, enjoy, when you notice it, when it shows up, you'll know. And it may, it will surprise you, but it will also excite you. It will also invigorate you to follow that line of synchronicity and the potential that it will open up, and the way that alchemy of that synchronicity and of that potential will allow for the further development of where it is you've already decided you want to move in the direction of. It's going to broaden the scope of that expansion in ways that you did not anticipate. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, so for whoever's connected with this, be prepared for a surprise, and be open to embracing that unexpected, delightful, synchronistic event when it occurs. Wow, this reading, I'm so curious. I'm so curious about whoever is connecting with this, what's going to open up for you. Okay, and then we have at the bottom of this deck, informing this deck, we have the 8 of Wands. So that is a lot of things happening very quickly. Swift movement, possible travel, possibly moving, but it's at the point of 8, so it's about employing your strength of your character, of your integrity, of convincing things that are in opposition to you, convincing those things to your side, and really feeling confident and bold and centered in how you move forward, because a lot of things happening very quickly, actions. And then at the bottom here, it's Virgo, so another earth sign. A Virgo may be helping to influence or support you through this change that you may be in partnership with as well. But it's also about your own personal journey, your own personal path. Whatever it is that's lighting your way is the spark that ignites the experience that you want to have in your existence. This is unique to you, unique experience to you, what you would like to engage with as an individual moving forward as well. So that is very, very exciting. That is all that I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Again, I appreciate you all so much. The end of the year readings, or sorry, not the end of the year, the 2020 overviews are going to be posted in December. So if you'd like to be notified when those are available, click subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. If you'd like to contact me, all of my information is in the you know, what's it called? The description box. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it's all available down there. If you want to know about the cards I used or how to contact me or anything like that, all of my information is there. Have a wonderful and a fantastic and a glorious end of 2019. I hope you're excited about the opening up of 2020 and the new year and the new decade. I wish you all love and happiness and wonderful things, and I'm so excited about what the potential of the future holds for you. Have a good one. Bye, you guys.